Okay, let's do another example of implicit differentiation, but now we're gonna evaluate the derivative at the given point. So this is the equation and this is the point. How do we find, if we find the derivative? Remember, it's dx, the derivative respect to x. So that will be, because it's a product, we use the product rule, the first times the derivative of the second one. The derivative of this is dy dx. Plus the second one times the derivative of the first. The derivative of x is just 1, we don't write it, equals 0 because the derivative of a constant is equal 0. So in this case, dy over dx will be equal negative y over x. Okay, and now we plug in. The first one, remember, is x, the second one is y, so that would be negative 2 over 3. So dy dx is equal negative 2 over 3. Okay, and that would be the answer. Let's take a look at another example, a little bit harder. Okay, the same thing, we have the equation, so we find ddx. Here we use the product rule, the first, x to the third, times the derivative of the second one. 1/3 of y, negative 2/3, times, because we use the chain rule, the derivative of y, dy dx. Plus the second one, y to 1/3, times the derivative of the first. Derivative of the first is 3x squared. Okay, now plus, because it's y and the variables disagree, we use the chain rule again, 3y squared dy dx. Okay, now, and that will be equals 2, because the derivative of 2x is just 2. Now we go again, dy dx to the left, expressions to the right, and we have 1/3 of x to the third, y to a negative 2/3, dy dx, this one, plus 3y squared dy dx, it's equal 2 minus 3x squared y to 1/3. Okay, so this one move here. Now we're gonna factor dy dx, and at the same time we're gonna pass this to the bottom to do it just 2 steps in one. That algebra, so you won't have any problem to understand the 2 steps. So dy dx, that will be equal, all this, 2 minus 3x squared y to 1/3 divided by this plus this, but on the bottom, because we factor dy dx. We put those 2 outside, so it's this plus this here, multiplying, and then you move down to the bottom. So that would be 1/3 x to the third, y to negative 2/3, plus 3y squared. Okay, once you have this, what you do is you plug in. Here we have 1, negative 2, so this one is x and the negative 2 is y. So if we plug in, we would have 2 minus 3x, but x is 1. 1 squared, it's 1, times 3, you don't write it, then times y to 1/3, but y is negative 2, so square root of negative 2 divided by 1/3, x to the third, x is 1, 1 to the third is 1, so we don't have to write it, times y to negative 2 over 3, so this y is negative 2, that will be, the exponent is negative 2/3, that will mean cube root of negative 2 as exponent, and then plus 3y is negative 2 squared. Okay, that will be then. There are many things that we can do here, like this one have negative exponent. We can work with this, then, but that's algebra part. We're not gonna go through that. Okay, so that will be the answer. 2 minus 3 square root of 2 divided by 1/3 of negative 2 raised to negative 3 over 2, or which is the same as cube root of negative 2 raised to negative 2 plus 3 times negative 2 squared. Okay, you can solve that if you want, but that's the answer. That is the dy dx for this equation. Okay, this is the equation, and this is the, you want to evaluate it, the derivative at the given point. This is the given point. Okay, so I hope you can check the video again, check previous videos about implicit differentiation, and have a wonderful day.